and so we have decided to call them Deathfish, although I'm sure that those of you in Moss Clan will never come across them up in your forest. I thought it would be prudent to share the warning of this dangerous prey with you." Branch Star meowed, his voice holding only a soft whiff of scorn as he addressed Lion Star, who sat on one of the stones around the gathering circle next to the Branch Clan leader. Lion Star held back a sigh and refrained from rolling his eyes at Branch Star's superior tone, contenting himself with the firm, polite nod in the Tuxedo Cat's direction. "Thank you, Branch Star. We will be sure to inform all cats of the danger." Lion Star's voice was friendly, but his inflection made it clear he thought that there was no other decent thing a cat could do than warn any potential cat of this danger, if they would dare to put their paws along the beaches to fish or not. Branch Star ignored the gentle jab, and the two leaders flicked their pelts, mutually content with their proud standoff. Finally, Lion Star nodded out over the gathered cats, his expression shifting to one of pride and joy as he caught sight of Robin Paw, who stood next to Dogaze with wide, excited eyes as she surveyed her first gathering. Beside her, Squirreleap and Tommy were seated together, the visitor Bartram perched next to them, and looking more than slightly confused and amused as he watched yet another confusing ceremony among the clan cats. Lion Star had announced Robin Paw's new duty as Medicine Cat Apprentice earlier in the gathering, along with the news of Honeywish's new kits, Oaklade's warrior status, Red Paw's apprenticeship, Briarstalk's temporary promotion to deputy, Bartram's appearance and visit, and the disappearance of Silverfang. It had been a busy Greenleaf in the clans, though Lion Star said a silent thanks to StarClan that at least their prey had not attempted to poison them, as the mysterious Deathfish had in Branch Clan. Still, Moss Clan too had suffered losses. "With that, we have no other news to share beyond the sharing of tongues among the clan members under the full moon of peace," Lion Star meowed, drawing his long, fluffy tail around him as he recited the formal words. With a soft sigh, he remembered the desperate plea that Honeywish had pressed on him before they had left for the gathering, and he drew himself up to say one last thing before the gathered cats. "Though we ask again, should any cat find scent or hint of where Silverfang may have been stolen to, let us know at once. Moss Clan would be in a great debt." "Quail-Eye!" Briarstalk called out to the Branch Clan deputy, his voice friendly and tail raised high as he trotted up to the dusty brown cat, his new apprentice Redpaw at his side. Quail-Eye nodded towards the two cats, stepping away from a tight group of chattering queens to speak with him. "I'm surprised to see so many of the queens here, though from the sounds of how many kids are in your clan, I suppose almost all the females are queen at the moment." Briarstalk chuckled, tilting his head to one side, and doing his best to hide the faint hint of envy in his voice. "Though, where is Trout Shadow? He usually comes to the gatherings." "Oh, he's wandering." Misty Pond said she saw him head towards the barn, probably up to his usual mischief. Branch Star wasn't pleased, but considering the drama over the Deathfish accident, it may be good for him to lie low for a day or two. Perhaps he'll have better luck wooing a cat this time, too. Quail-Eye said with a heavy sigh, shooting Briarstalk a wry look. Briarstalk chuckled, twirling his tail behind him in amusement. It was well known that Trout Shadow would wander away from Branch Clan from time to time, often trying to convince one of the other female cats at the barn to join him in eternal love. So far, he hadn't had any luck. At least, luck that he talked about. "Well, hopefully he'll be back soon. You'll need lots of fish to feed that many kits. Congratulations on your kits, by the way. I hear there are 2 of them now?" Briarstalk's voice did contain a hint of envy, this time, but an odd look shifted over Quail-Eye's face, and he didn't seem to notice. Beside them, Redpaw sighed heavily, bored out of his mind at all this talk of kits and queens. So far, this wasn't shaping up to be the gathering he had pictured. Yes, my kits. They're wonderful, wonderful, both of them," Quail-Eye muttered, his tail drooping suddenly. Shaking himself, he bobbed his head, shooting Briarstalk an apologetic smile, and slipped off into the shadows. It's all right. Lionstar spoke before Crowfeather could even open his mouth, leaving the black and white cat sitting in front of his former clan leader, feeling somewhat stunned. For just a moment, Crowfeather's heart soared at the thought that Lionstar, the cat who had mentored him in the ways of the wild, who he had looked up to for so long, had somehow been able to see into his mind and sort out the jumbled confusion of loyalties and longings that were tangled within. But the distant, hurt gaze Lionstar had in his eyes told Crowfeather otherwise. No, his old mentor did not have the answer that Crowfeather was seeking, but Lionstar thought he knew what Crowfeather wanted. I understand, Crowfeather. Lionstar hesitated, sighing heavily. We were something special together, as a clan. To be honest, I'll always think of you as a Moss Clan cat. But... Lionstar sighed heavily, shaking his head sadly. I understand. We're not getting any younger, and the next generation... Well, I have kids as well, Crowfeather. I understand how important they are. Lionstar smiled, flicking his huge fluffy tail. I'm not sure what the future holds for us, but I do know that I will not judge or blame you for your decision. As long as you live honestly to what is truly in your heart, that is all I could ask for from my former apprentice, and of my friend. Lionstar nudged Crowfeather gently on the flank, then pulled away, the hurt, distant look still in his eyes. Live fully by what you believe is right, Crowfeather, and you will be a credit to any clan you belong to. With that, Lionstar stepped away, leaving Crowfeather standing still with his mouth half open, waiting for the right words to finally come to him. They remained as silent as they had been all these moons, and nothing came to mind on what he should say. All Crowfeather could really understand was the raw pain in his heart as he watched Lionstar walk away. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Warrior Cats Challenge here in Sims 3 with all expansion packs and quite a bit of custom content. And we are here with another gathering! So it is the full moon of peace high overhead in the night sky, and Branch Clan and Moss Clan have finally been able to come together in Greenleaf. After all of the trauma that they've been through, Moss Clan having to deal with the meteors falling from the sky, Branch Clan dealing with their personal issues. Oh my goodness, look at, and Stonepool is gonna catch that little turtle. Good luck, Stonepool. Good luck to you. But yeah, so we are back and the cats are all over the place and we're kind of just stepping back. Oh, Tommy, what are you catching? And today we're sort of just going to step back and see. Oh, Tommy, did you catch something? Tommy, you got a little bug. Good job. I think Briarstock saw him catch the bug. So that's a good thing. But yeah, we're going to see what the cats get up to because last episode was pretty darn dramatic. It was pretty dramatic and pretty intense. If you guys may remember, Bearglow almost died. So Bearglow ate a death fish that Trout Shadow accidentally fished up from the beaches. And that is actually what Branch Star, who's right over here, and it looks like he actually sniff, squirrely, sniff. Dawnstep isn't here right now because she's a queen back at camp. So we'll go ahead and swip over so he can sniff Squirrely. Where is she? All right, come over here. Go sniff Squirrely. But Branch Star did his formal duties. Tommy, Peelbug, yes! By announcing to the gathered cats that there is a new dangerous prey that they need to be looking out for. They need to be keeping an eye out for the death fish. And Bearglow almost died from the death fish, which is why he is not here. His sister Misty Pond chose to stay back and watch over her brother in the medicine cat den. And somehow, nobody's really seen Trout Shadow since that whole incident happened. As far as the cats are concerned, especially Quail Eye, who's playing with Moonpaw over here, it seems that the ever romantic Trout Shadow has possibly gone off to the barn again, maybe to cool his head, kind of get out for a day or two. Let's see, she wants to sniff. Let's come over here and let her sniff Moonpaw. But it seems that Trout Shadow has just vanished. Nobody is really sure where he went off to, but they're not alarmed. Trout Shadow often disappears like this so that he can go and he can woo some of the female cats at the barn. So even though Branch Star is annoyed that his warrior has run off, they're kind of thinking, it's okay. Did you like long distance sniff Moonpaw there? That is kind of hilarious. Okay, and then what else do you want to do? Sniff Tommy? Where's Tommy? Where's your apprentice? Where's your apprentice Squirrely? Where did he go? Tommy, there you are. I couldn't figure out where he was for a second. Tommy, what do you want to do? He really wants to catch a turtle. Lizardpaw is not here, so you can sniff Branch Star. Bartram's here. Nightfrost is here. Nightfrost would maybe be a good one for him to sniff. Nightfrost is being pounced by Redpaw. Redpaw, don't pounce little old Nightfrost. She doesn't need that. She really doesn't need that right now. But yes, so just before we get distracted in following the cats around and seeing what they are up to, because gatherings are for bringing the two clans together and then following their wants, seeing who's interested in who, what they want to do for interacting with one another, which is really fun and where a lot of the potential plots could come from. But before I tell you guys that, just yes, Lionstar went through, did his duty, goof around with Stonepaw. I had no idea that's what you would want to do, but go for it. Lionstar did his duty by introducing Bartram, and we're going to see Bartram is just apparently, Mossleaf isn't here, so we'll let that one go. Robinpaw, Briarstock, Redpaw. He's just always got an interest in Robinpaw. And where is she headed out? I think that he would come over. Bartram, come here. And he would come sniff Robinpaw because he always has an interest in her. I wasn't even sure what this was. It's Briarstock and Sea Whisper. And I was like, what the heck is that hole in the ground doing over there? It's just Briarstock. All right, and Tommy, what are you doing, my little friend? Sniff Bartram, sniff Nightfrost, catch a turtle. Where's Briarstock? Or Branchstock? There he is. All right, you can go ahead and introduce yourself to the leader because Tommy does want to become an official member of Moss Clan, so I could see how he would think it's important to introduce himself to the Branch Clan leader. But we'll go ahead and let all those cats do that. And then can you snag Moonpaw and go ahead and sniff her? It's kind of fun trying to tackle the cats and just see who wants to interact with who wants to be best friends with who interacts with who on their own. It looks like Wildpaw, oh good! Like, what are you doing over here? What? They're playing chase together? You guys, I can hear the shippers. I can hear the shippers coming. Oh my gosh, why? This is so cute. This is so cute. But okay, yes. We're going to dive in and just let the cats do their own thing. But they don't know where Trout Shadow's gone. They know they need to watch out for Deathfish. They're looking for Silverfang. So they did make a formal announcement that if all cats, anybody with any information might be able to share that information with them. Oh, and it looks like Nightfrost is curious about Tommy too. That's interesting. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and sniff Tommy. Go over there and sniff Tommy. Is Branchstar curious about Tommy? Not really. He does want to go sniff Dogaze though. I wonder if he wants to say something maybe about, I think that makes sense that he would want to sniff Dogaze and maybe, oh, and there's no Bumblecit here. I'm sorry, Dogaze. But maybe Branchstar wants to come and talk about the dangers. That makes sense. Because he probably would want to befriend the Moss Clan medicine cat a little bit. Because you know how much Branchstar trusts his medicine cat. So that makes a lot of sense to me that he would want to go talk to her. So we'll let that happen. But yeah, the cats have in their very proud, formal ways once again alerted the other clans of what's going on, who's up to what. And then sniff Bartram. I think you're just being polite, Robinpaw, but you do be careful. And she's thinking about her mother. So I think she's going to toe the line. And she's thinking about Crowfeather. So we'll go see if we can find Crowfeather in just a second and sniff him. I guess she would be curious about him because Crowfeather used to be a member of their clan. And you guys saw that little conversation between Lionstar and Crowfeather. They're trying to figure out like where Crowfeather's loyalties are going to be in the end. And that's actually one of the things that we're going to keep an eye on during this gathering is what Crowfeather gets up to, which one of the cats he wants to talk with. And right now he wants to play with one of his kits, so there's that, and he wants to sniff Nightfrost. So I think we might come down here. Did you sniff? All right, you guys sniffed, and then go ahead and sniff Bartram. And he does want to play with one of his kids and sniff Nightfrost, but he still wants to become best friends with Lionstar and best friends with Briarstock. He has not lost that. So he still wants his best friends to be the leader and the deputy of Moss Clan. And we're going to have to keep an eye on that and remember that for Crowfeather's future. And Sea Whisper is here with them tonight. And I think it's very interesting how Sea Whisper has almost no wants. It's almost like she's trying to keep her mind clear. She doesn't really want to be distracted. She doesn't really want to be like too attached. She's not even thinking about Crowfeather. It's almost like there's a bit of a gulf. That passionate, really fast romance. And now he wants to sniff Robinpaw. That passionate, fast romance between the two. We'll just have to see what happens with it, like where it goes. And it looks like Stonepool is playing with Robinpaw too. And Bartram seems a little startled by everything that's going on over here. Somebody's gonna hunt this lizard! So we're gonna see who's gonna try to hunt down this lizard too. Alright, and then where's Briarstock? Is he the one hunting the lizard? Okay, I don't want to interrupt him. Actually, I think Bartram would interrupt him and not let him catch the lizard because Bartram has a bit of a jealous personality. So Bartram just almost on purpose chased that lizard away. Alright, and then Wildpaw and Squirrelleap. Nope, stay here. You stay here, Missy. I saw you trying to leave. Wildpaw, you can't leave anywhere. Where's Tommy? Tommy. I guess she wants to sniff Tommy. Who would Wildpaw be most interested in on the list? Oh, what's this? Socialize with Dogaze. Sniff Tommy. Sniff Bartram. Sniff Otterslip. I think she would be kind of interested in Bartram. Mostly to see if she could beat Bartram up. Because that's kind of Wildpaw's behavior. So we'll bring her over here. Briarstock's kind of checking in on Bartram, making sure that everything's going okay. And then play with another pet. That is Redpaw. So she's interested in checking the other paws, like maybe measuring up to the other apprentices. Be best friends with Redpaw. Oh, let's go find Redpaw. Redpaw, where are you? Your like apprentice wants, or your mentor wants to be best friends with you. Where are you? Okay, Redpaw is over playing with. Oh wow. Disappeared into the field with Moonpaw. What? Okay, well I'm gonna let those two play because I guess he disappeared on his mentor. So it's not like he's gonna know where his apprentice ran off to. All right, you just behave yourself. Don't cause any problems and trouble, and get involved with anything you're not supposed to over there, Redpaw. All right, I wonder if anyone would do a little bit of fishing. I think, or like hunting. I think Squirrelleap would consider it. Where is Tommy? Tommy's over here. He wants to talk to Crowfeather. Wants to sniff Bartram. Wants to sniff Nightfrost. I thought we handled that. Nightfrost is over there. Yeah, I think Tommy would maybe try to do a little bit of like pouncing, maybe? What does he want to do? Who is this? Play with another pet. That's Quail-Eye. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Crowfeather, where are you? Alright, so Crowfeather's over here too, next to his brother. Let's have Tommy come up, maybe chit-chat with Crowfeather. That seems to be an interesting thing. It's always so chaotic during these gatherings to just kind of keep track of what everybody is doing and what they want to do and who they might become friends with. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on things. Sea Whisper? She wants to playfully chase Oak Glade. Alright, where's Oak Glade? Nope, you stay here, Oak Glade. Nope, you're not escaping that easily. I caught you. All right, don't worry. We're going to keep all the cats here. I know it may be a little bit, we're enforcing this so the cats will stay. You can't play in the toilet bowl, Oakglade. You're a wild cat. You don't know what a toilet bowl is. All right, and we'll go ahead and let her play chase. I don't know why she wants to chase Oakglade, and it looks like Quail-Eye is feeling a little bit agitated. Probably because everybody's asking him, oh, how are the kits? How are the kits? Well, he wants to be best friend with Glowkit, Shellkit, and Sandkit still. And he wants, oh, he should probably talk to Dogaze, because he's scared of Bear Glow, more or less. So I wonder, Dogaze is just so popular. Everybody's coming over and waking her up, like, Dogaze, I need to ask you, like, what would you do for a kit that has seizures? So we'll have him come. I think that would actually keep him busy for a long time. I think he would talk Dogaze's ear off about that. So we'll let that go down. And I think that Sea Whisper is just being playful. She doesn't really want to think too hard about anything. Stay here, Robinpaw. And Robinpaw wants to talk to Sea Whisper too, or Crowfeather too, like a lot. What? I guess everybody's just really curious about him for some reason. And then Tommy, play with another pet. Stay here, Moonpaw. You guys must stay here. Okay, you can stalk for prey if you're getting a little bit bored. But you gotta stay here. And I think Tommy may do a teeny bit of stalking to try to like show off his stalking abilities. And then Redpaw has finally shown back up. Where is Quail-Eye? Let's grab Quail-Eye. Alright. Oh yeah, that's right. Not Quail-Eye. I didn't mean Quail-Eye. I meant let's go ahead and grab Briarstock, who happens to be thinking about Wave Kit and Sand Kit. And then he also wants to sniff Quail-Eye, sniff Otterslip. Otterslip is not here right now. She's with the kits. And then, yeah, be best friends with his apprentice. He'll have seen his apprentice come back, and he'll be super excited about that. So he'll go ahead, maybe give a good sniff, and then maybe go ahead and be like, all right, come on, we're going to do this. And like pounce and do a little bit of socialization. Nightfrost, what would you like to do, my dear? You would like to sniff a bunch of kitties and then take a little nap? Everybody wants to take a little nap all of a sudden. I guess that's fine. Moonpaw, what are you doing, my dear? She's stalking for some prey. Totally understandable. So thinking about Shell Kit. Thinking about Minnow Kit. Wanting to sniff Squirrely. Oh, and she wants to socialize with Robin Paw. Huh. Robin Paw. Robin Paw. Robin Paw also wants to socialize with Crowfeather. Tommy is like not letting up. He is just all over. Very curious about Crowfeather. That's interesting. We'll go ahead and let Robin Paw. So she's curious about Robin Paw. And then Moonpaw is curious about her. So I could see that working out. Tommy. I feel like Tommy just bumbled into like Moonpaw's hunt without meaning to. And then these two are kind of working on things. Alright, play, pounce. Play, pounce. And then Lionstar is kind of taking a nap. What do you want to do, Lionstar? Your son's not here right now. Dogaze is busy. Briarstalk is busy. So Lionstar is not really in the mood to do too much more here. And then Quail Eye is busy. Tommy is busy. Lionstar is busy. So Oakglade isn't really interested in what's going down over here too. And then, let's see, what about Branch Star? Alright. Quail Eye, have you finally let go? Okay, Dogaze is finally free. She's finally free. Alright, so we'll just kind of keep an eye on everything. The cats should want to kind of interact with each other a bit. I know, it's a good gathering, huh guys? Alright, and Tommy's working around the place. Robin Paw, what do you want to do? Sea Whisper, where's Moonpaw? We'll go ahead and let Moonpaw and Robin Paw kind of connect a little bit because that seems to be what Moonpaw wants to do. So come over here, socialize. Come over here, sniff. Maybe she heard about, maybe she's curious. In fact, I could see this being really important for her. Because Moonpaw is being pressured by Bearglow and a little bit by her own mother, Nightfrost, to potentially take up the role of being a medicine cat apprentice. So I could see Moonpaw maybe wanting to get to know Robin Paw quite a bit. So we'll actually have these two interact and see. And look, she's also curious about Dogaze. I missed that. So we'll keep an eye on these two and see what happens. And then groom Redpaw. Redpaw, share tongues time. Redpaw's like, I want to stalk for prey. I don't want to share tongues. All right, well, you can go ahead and stalk for prey. Wait, were you just interrupted by Dogaze? I think he's just like feeling irritated. Dogaze, did you want to do something with Redpaw? No, I think she was actually looking, for his brother. Oh, that would make Redpaw so upset. I think we'll go ahead and have them socialize to interrupt his hunting. But that would make Redpaw so upset if, like, Dogaze just walked up to him and was like, have you seen where your brother went? Who's, sleeping right there. But I don't think Redpaw would appreciate that very much at all. What were you doing over here, Robin Paw? I saw a sneak, and then the sneak vanished. Where's Moonpaw? Oh, she's coming. All right. Tommy, was that you? Tommy is too tired now. He tried looking for some prey. It didn't really work out, so he's just ready for a nap. All right, there we go. And then I'm gonna let Moonpaw and Robin Paw maybe just get to know each other for a little while, and I think that could turn out very interesting. Stay here, Branch Star. Go ahead and wake up Sea Whisper, and we'll have them interact for a minute. Sea Whisper playfully chase Oakglade. She really has nothing in her heart or mind, it seems. She really is sort of like keeping her mind very, very empty. Let's see. So come over here and sniff. And then I think Branch Star would note that, and he would maybe try to talk with her for a minute. And really, Quail Eye should note it. He's usually pretty good at keeping an eye on what the cats in his area are up to. All right, Redpaw's like pouting. All right, now, oh, no, you don't. You two can need to socialize and chit-chat. And I think Dogaze is actually going to come over. And let's see, is Oakglade, that's Crowfeather. Who does she want to talk to? Bearglow's not here, so it's not like she can do anything about that. Where's Tommy? Tommy's taking a little nap. Let's see. And Tommy doesn't really want to do anything. See, it's kind of interesting because you have to sort of start looking for the cats who want to interact together. Sometimes when Bearglow's here, he decides to start like tearing everybody's fur off, which is not what we want. And there's Lavender and Chamomile over here, and it looks like some of it is ready to be harvested. Oh, and there's a mushroom. That would make Dogaze so excited. She really, really, really needs mushrooms. So I think she would call over, and I think that actually what we're going to do is she will call out to Robin Paw, and we're going to get Robin Paw, who wants to be best friends with Misty Pond, by the way. we're going to get all of them over here. So, okay, Robin Paw. Because Robin Paw would have been called over at the same time. And I think Dogaze is going to go ahead. And she will explain to her apprentice, hey, look at this. This is the mushrooms that she just really wants to start gathering. And in doing that, like in her little conversation with Robin Paw about how they need to gather up this mushroom, I think they would actually, Robin Paw, you go ahead and stalk for prey. In fact, I'll let this go ahead. I think Moonpaw would ask questions and kind of want to know what they're talking about. And they're talking about all of the different herbs and medical items that you can use. And I think that would make Moonpaw a little bit curious because Moonpaw is curious about her. All right, we'll go ahead and have her sniff Dogaze. And then Robin Paw is going to kind of hunt around here. We'll say she stalks around here for a minute because she's going to try to gather up the mushrooms. And we'll send over... I guess we'll have to send Slate because we're kind of, the Branch Clan lot is hosting. So we might send Slate over and then we'll have Dogaze gather these up. And then I think Dogaze will actually give the lavender and some of the other things to Moonpaw as a gift for Bear Glow because she's worried about Bear Glow since she heard that Bear Glow is sick. Don't you run around. You hold still. You hold still and you like let this kit ask her, or this paw ask all sorts of things. All right, and then we'll send Bear Glow over in a second. Or not Bear Glow, excuse me. I meant to say we'll send Slate over in a second to harvest up these medical items. And Dogaze will give them to Moonpaw to give to Bear Glow as a gift, as a gesture of goodwill. And meanwhile, Robin Paw is catching some things, which is great. Don't mind all the townies. They're just doing what they want to do. And then, okay. All right. And it looks like he's being able... Oh, there we go. He's being able to pull Sea Whisper up out of her little slump that she's been in, which is very good. So we'll go ahead, play Pounce. Or actually, she wants to playfully chase. No, playfully Pounce. All right. So Sea Whisper's been in a bit of a slump. I think she's sort of numb more than anything else because she doesn't really want to think about the fact that, like, hey, maybe her... mate might leave, and don't mind me, none of the cats can leave. I know this is a little bit silly, but I'm going to force every single one of these kitties who try to vanish on us back over here because they have to stay until the end of the night when everybody gets to hang out here at the gathering. Get back over here, you sneaky sneaks, trying to sneak off on me while I'm distracted with my medical paws. All right, there we go. So don't mind this. The cats just are returning from their silliness, and Slate caught a jellyfish. All right, and what do they want to do over here? Sniff Wild Paw. All right, come on. And then actually Night Frost does want to get our hunting skill up. You know what? That would kind of be fun, actually. If everybody started kind of almost playfully. And is this Red Paw? Yeah, that's Red Paw. If everybody started almost playfully pulling off a little bit of a challenge, like a group challenge, in who could do what, like who could hunt the most. So I think we'll let everybody sort of sniff and talk to one another. And I think Oakglade, who, I mean, other than Quaileye, where the heck is Quaileye? He's asleep over there. So, and he has no thoughts other than about those kits that 3 out of many of the kits of Branch Clan. I wonder why. You guys should know by now why he would be thinking about them. But we'll go ahead and have, I think maybe Oakglade. Can he talk to Tommy? Where's Tommy? Tommy! Okay, we'll have him wake up Tommy. And then they'll say we're going to have like a friendly, just not really a competition, but just a friendly, like everybody's going to hunt and see who catches what sort of thing going on. And then Moonpaw, do you need to go to the bathroom? Maybe a little bit. But I just feel like Moonpaw wouldn't be able to stop talking to Dogaze for just a second, and Dogaze would be really excited because she's in mentor mode and she has all of these young cats asking her opinion on medicine, and it's making her feel really happy, even though she's traditionally been very depressed because in her clan they actually have multiple medicine cats and multiple medicine cat apprentices at a time. She's from a very large clan that used to be in the forest, and so she's felt very lonely lately. So it's very exciting for her that there's multiple cats kind of asking her what's what. All right, and then Groom Sea Whisper. It's been so long since he's had a want towards her. Oh my gosh. All right, Sea Whisper, hang in there, because a certain somebody wants to groom you. And then Branch Star wants to be best friends with Sea Whisper. Interesting. And he wants to talk to Quaileye. Quaileye. All right, we're gonna sniff and talk. So I almost feel like, oh, but look at Sea Whisper. She's thinking about her loyalty to her clan leader, you guys. She's thinking about giving a gift to Branch Star, grooming Branch Star. And alright, we're gonna have to see how that goes. And yeah, Night Frost, she wants to work on her hunting skill. And Lion Star, I think we'll let him work on some of his hunting as well. And Red Paw, who's thoroughly annoyed with all of this hubbubaloo and nonsense. He doesn't want to sit down and share tongues and get groomed by his mentor. What kind of nonsense is that for a gathering? He's going to head off. And Wild Paw is definitely, she is interested in Robin Paw a little bit. And Otterslip's not here, so we won't worry about that. And she's kind of interested in some of the weaker looking cats. I think because she'd be like, maybe I could take them on. But she would see Red Paw hunting, I think, and totally be inspired to do the same. All right, these ones are talking over here. Where is Robin Paw? She is off after a little lizard. She just caught a gecko! Man, she is a good hunter. She is a good hunter. All right. And I wonder, I think they'd go ahead and pick up this seed. Because she's been pounding the dirt over here for quite a while. So I think that it's okay if we go ahead. We're going to have Slate come over. Come here, Slate. Come here. And then we'll gather up some of the medical items. So probably we'll keep the seed and the mushroom. And Night Frost didn't catch the critter, but she did get a colorful feather. Let Briarstock Moss Clan sniff your hand. No, no, no. He's from a different clan. You're not technically even supposed to be here, Slate. Alright, harvest, harvest. And we'll give all of those to the medicine cats in just a moment here. Doing some good jobs. Moving around. Alright, some of the cats are off hunting. Branch Star is resting. That's very telling that Sea Whisper isn't even really thinking whatsoever about Crowfeather. And now that Crowfeather has kind of groomed her, I don't know if he's really, you could really argue that he's thinking about her either. So, we'll let them go make dirt somewhere. And then be pounced on. Tommy's trying to train. That's so cute. Tommy's like, well, you know, everybody's hunting and I really want to catch a turtle. Really, really badly. And maybe Bartram would want some tips on hunting. I think he'd be just like friendly. Like, man, this clown is awesome. And I really want to like try to get my skills up. So why don't we do a little practicing? He's a bit of a sweetheart. All right, so there's Lavender being gathered up. Branch Star. Yeah, Branch Star is stalking for prey now too. Because that is something he would definitely do. I love the new mod I found on Mod The Sims 3, by the way. Where when your cats stalk for prey, they can now gain fun and they can gain scratch. Because that makes sense that they would use those skills when looking for prey items. Alright, Red Paw, are you having any luck? Not so much. And Crowfeather... Crowfeather is just kind of feeling kind of distant. He's just, maybe Robin Paw looks one of the most approachable of the cats here. The Yellow Python! Oh, okay, Robin Paw. Please don't give me a heart attack like that. Oh, jeez! Pythons everywhere. No! That's not supposed to happen. Does a cat even have an I guess there's an assassin beetle that Robin Paw could use in emergencies. But that's not supposed to happen. Jeez Louise, you guys. Alright, I think that Sea Whisper being known as one of the queens with so many babies... Robin Paw would probably want to talk to her because Robin Paw seems so curious. Red Paw, that's not necessary. You better catch that. If you don't, we're in bad news bears. Your sister's gonna have to save your life. Unless somebody interrupts you. Branch Star, is that yours? Branch Star, you realize this isn't good, right? Oh my gosh, look at how it looks. Alright, and yes, in Sims 3, there are no venomous snakes. So I always call these guys like venomous snakes, but we just call the brightly colored snakes that we've run across in Sims 3 the venomous ones. Alright. Branch Star! Branch Star, you're the one who's trying to catch it? I thought it would be... Then Red Paw is trying to catch a lightning bug instead. That's a lot less dangerous. A sudden piercing yell broke through the morning sounds of birds chirping, startling the fur on the gathered cats into fluffing fully out as they glanced around for the source. A second later, a panicked cry rose up from Sea Whisper. Branch Star had been bitten by a small viper, curled up in the grasses near the warming rocks that clustered around the base of the high boulder. The Branch Clan leader hissed softly under his breath as the cats of the gathering clustered around, letting out soft hisses as they saw the sight of the tiny yellow body at his feet and the small spot of blood on the white of his paw. "It isn't anything," Branch Star snapped, though his voice shook slightly. "It's too small a snake and too small a bite to make any fuss over." Despite his words, the Branch Clan leader's breath was coming fast and rapid, his eyes widening slightly as his calm began to crumble into panic. His gaze flicked across the gathered cats, and hardened as he recalled Bearglow's absence. Of course, he would actually need to see the blasted white medicine cat, the one time Bearglow was gone. "Let me through," Dogaze meowed loudly, pushing her thin brown frame between the gathered cats. Immediately, the cats stepped back, relief in their eyes at the appearance of a medicine cat. Dogaze narrowed her eyes, her expression full of worry as she caught sight of the yellow viper on the ground. "Poison. This isn't good. I don't have anything on me to help with that. I'll have to run back to Moss Clan, and that will take time." "I have something," a young voice meowed, and Robinpaw stepped forward, her breath coming short as she stepped before all the gathered cats with a small assassin beetle, just caught that evening in the fields by the high boulder, carefully dangling from her mouth by a long leg. Dogaze let out a meow of relief and took the assassin beetle from her apprentice, her voice calm and controlled as she began to crush it up for Branch Star. "Perfect! Excellent, Robinpaw. Without this, Branch Star's life may have been in danger. It is a small bite, but the small snakes often can't control how much venom they put into their bites. But now, Branch Star will be fine, thanks to you." The gathered cats let out soft meows of appreciation and relief, and Branch Star humbled himself enough to nod in thanks to Robinpaw, before turning himself to the disgusting task of eating the crushed assassin beetle. Beside Robinpaw sat Moonpaw, the white apprentice's gaze flickering between the yellow snake, her mentor and clan leader, and the young Moss Clan medicine apprentice with a distant, thoughtful look. All right, well, Branch Star, you just made this gathering a little bit more exciting than it really needed to be. So he didn't manage to get that snake, but that did actually give Robinpaw a really great chance to be able to show off her abilities at being able to help out with the healing. So we ended up using this assassin beetle, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of it to give it to Branch Star. And he actually didn't roll a very severe bite. It was one of the lighter bites because there's different levels of severity for how poisoned a cat could be from a venomous snake bite. And Branch Star rolled around a 43, which is like just over the level of, yes, it's going to have some effects. It could make you sick. It's not going to kill you. So they didn't really have to use an assassin beetle, but it was a good show of faith. And it was a good way to kind of like show off like, hey, we've got some medical items. We just rescued the Branch Star leader from potentially losing one of his lives. So we're going to go ahead. I think we're going to go ahead and have these two socialize because I want to make sure. I feel like Branch Star. Slate, you're not supposed to be here. I just remembered. Slate, go home. Oh yeah, Slate, give us the items. I think Branch Star. Well, I guess actually, is there more to harvest here? Would Dogaze have found it? I don't see anything right away. So, all right, I don't think. Oh wait, what the heck? What's this? What's this? A cucumber. It's not ready to harvest though. So I think that Dogaze didn't find anything else because she didn't stumble on anything else. So I'm actually going to send Slate home in just a second here. But we're going to go ahead and give Dogaze. Where did you go, Dogaze? Dogaze. There you are, Dogaze. We're going to give her the seed. And we're going to go ahead and give her the mushroom. So she's got the seed and the mushroom. Good. And then she will have kept, I think, maybe half the chamomile. A little over half, maybe a little under, because she would really be eager to like show that she's willing to help Branch Clan. So she took some of the chamomile, and I think she would take one of the lavender because they do need lavender. And then the rest of this is actually going to be a gift to Bearglow from Dogaze. So that's happening. So there's a lot of things going down. So Robinpaw, we're going to send her over, and she's going to chit chat with Branch Star over here. I don't know if they've actually formally interacted yet, but we're going to have them interact. And because Sea Whisper, I think Sea Whisper would have really appreciated the fact that her mentor was just more or less rescued from death. So let's see. Robinpaw, I'm going to increase the relationship between them a little bit. And then, let's see, do you have any kind of relationship with Robinpaw yet? And then I'm going to increase the relationship between Branch Star and Robinpaw a little bit if I can. I don't think they have a relationship yet. So once they get there, come on, you guys. Come on. Okay, Robin Paw's really taken her sweet time being able to talk about this. There we go. So we're going to have like just a little bit of a boost because she did just save his life. So like a gratitude boost. There we go. And Moonpaw, you're supposed to be... What are you doing? Why are you catching something all the way out here? Who knows? We're going to send Moonpaw back. Moonpaw, for crying out loud, you shouldn't even be over here. Don't scare the badoodads out of me. You're gonna get yourself like hit by a bus. What are you doing? Ah! Get out of the road! Are you like confused and envious? What are you doing over here? Get out of the road! Hurry up and catch whatever you're catching. Moonpaw, don't do this. Moonpaw, get back over here right now. My heart. All right, I think Moonpaw is definitely having a hard time thinking about what she should do. Her mentor and her clan leader, from her perspective, could have just died, but was rescued, was saved by Robin Paw and saved by Dogaze. So that was medicine cats who came to the rescue, not warriors. So I think that Moonpaw is sort of trying to figure out what to do, because in 2 seconds here, from her point of view, Robin Paw was able to go up in esteem and go up with all of the cats being able to look after her and be like, wow, Robin Paw, look how amazing you are. Even though, like, if you think about it, Moonpaw's been an apprentice for much, much longer, and she is going to not have as much popularity and esteem among the cats as Robin Paw will, just from the fact that Robin Paw is a medicine cat apprentice and knew what to do when there was a snake bite. So I think that Moonpaw may actually be a little bit envious of Robin Paw, and I think that could be a good kind of envy, or it could be a bad kind of envy, and we're just going to have to sit and wait and see where everything is going to take us. And we're also going to have to see what happens, because things are getting kind of interesting between Sea Whisper and Crowfeather. This Robin Paw looks really pretty up here. That's why I want to take some pictures. Things are getting kind of interesting. Sea Whisper is mostly thinking about loyalty to her clan leader. Crowfeather is still thinking about being best friends with Briarstalk and Lionstar and sniffing all Moss Clan cat effects, basically. So we've got lots of drama to work out. We've got lots of things to kind of wiggle through. We have a very envious Wild Paw over here who is very much ready to not be a paw anymore. Has she caught anything rare? And she has not. So she's very ready not to be a paw, and she may take on doing something kind of extreme. And Trout Shadow's gone. Silverfang is gone. We'll have to figure out what happens to everybody next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.